What does Spice of the Year look like? It's called Orcust with some Evil Eye support. So what is up, guys? I'm Cool40. We're going to be covering Robert Kenny's list, originally posted up by Team Bortle. I wanted to say a couple things about this. One, this deck is still carried by the Orcust engine. Orcust is still massively degenerate. It still does a lot in today's game. But, with the way that the game has fundamentally gone as of late, you can really play anything with Orcust and kind of get away with it. So remember, Surziel, on normal, somebody get to add that Evil Eye spell card. You know which one I'm talking about. The beautiful Evil Eye of Selene. Okay? And if this card is equipped with the Evil Eye of Selene, you can target one awesome monster your opponent controls, destroy it. And of course, that's a quick effect. And then once per turn, during the next standby phase after this effect was activated, you have to destroy one card you control. Nobody really cares about that. We care that we can get those fresh interruptions, one on our turn, one on our opponent's turn. It's honestly what makes this guy even worth considering. And I see we have some other interesting tech choices from Evil Eye. So let's kind of dig into this, see what's going on for today's metagame. So we have one Armageddon Knight, standard on summon starts Orcust combo. Isn't that cheesy? We have one copy of Artifact Scythe. Now, considering this is 60 cards, seeing the Artifact engine in here doesn't surprise me. Honestly, Scythe is really good right now. We went literally from last format near the end where Scythe was seeing a lot of play, almost to the point that people were talking about wanting to just get rid of Scythe. So we came right back around, full circle. We're back at the point that we're like, oh boy, Scythe's back. We have two Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Then we have the one copy of the Belicius, Familiar of the Evil Eye. So if you control an Evil Eye monster, you can summon this card from your hand. Oh, it's almost like this. And Surziel is full Orcust combo. We have two copies of DD Crow, interesting tech choice. Two copies of Nessie, two Jackalope, and two Snake. And then we have one copy of Gizmek. Everybody doing it these days. We have one Symbol Skeleton, triple Harpor, two copies of Orcust and Nightmare. And then we have one Scrap Recycler, triple Surziel, one Coralbane, and the one copy of the World Wando, okay? Then we have two Called by the Grave, triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, two copies of Evil Eye Domain Palaradonia. So, this does allow us to add one Evil Eye monster from our deck to our hands. So, cheese out our friend here. We have the one copy of Evil Eye of Selene. Then we have one Foolish Braille, triple Instant Fusion. Pick your targets. One Monster Reborn, the one Babel, and the one Orchestrated Return, along with the one Set Rotation, the one Hornet Drones, and the triple copies of Engage. Then we have one Terraforming, and the one Trickster Light Stage. Then we have triple Sanctum, triple Imperm, one Crescendo, triple copies of Trap Trick, and two copies of the Zero Day Blasters. You contribute one Dark Link monster, and then target cards on the field equal to that link rating, and destroy them. Interesting, by the way. So, you might remember such hits as destroy 3 cards, destroy 2 cards. Like, this is a really interesting tech choice, and I'm kind of a big fan of this for random decks like this, to kind of take advantage of this. It's kind of interesting because I've not seen a lot of other decks consider playing something like this. The fact that it's chainable and disruptible on the opponent is big. So if they go to out this, in some way we can just fire this back. We have one Kagari, one Longrisu, one Phoenix, one Mermaid, one Cerberus, two Galatea, one Boral Sword Dragon, one Appaloosa, one Dingarisu, two Dingarisu. We have 1,000 Edge Strict, one Window, one Mega Fleet, and one Fortress Dragon. Side deck here we have triple Ansia, triple Cyber Dragon, triple copies of No to the Mirror Match, two Twin Twister, two EV, and two copies of Full Force Virus. Tribute one Dark Monster with 2,000 or more defense. Look at your opponent's hand, all monsters that they draw until the third turn after activation. Ensure all monsters with 1,500 or less defense. Kind of interesting seeing that this, well, I mean, basically you get to board in the viruses because you're already playing EV, or Trap Trick, which just gives you more diverse synergy. We've been seeing this Trap Trick thing coming up a lot more now with 2/2 splits on cards, because you can literally pick which skill tree you want to go down depending on the situation. It's a lot more important to a lot of the metagame than I think it should be right now. But little interesting things with that. So that wraps up Mr. Robert Kenney's list. Now, next list we have here is Nicholas Ortiz's Sky Striker list. First up, I want to say we have not seen Toon Table of Contents since the earliest days of this deck's conception. And I think it's hilarious that we're now seeing this showing back up yet again. Well, honestly, because having a searchable Cyber Dragon that you can just go blop into Mega Fleet off of an opponent's interruption is beautiful. And I think it's one thing I like about this. Plus, 3 spells auto in the grave, you're good to go. Really interesting to see this back at it again. So, we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, triple copies of Sky Striker Ace Ray, and 1 copy of the Toon Cyber Dragon. That's your monster lineup. We have 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 2 copies of Pot of Desires, 1 Rhoda, triple Area Zero. Then we have 1 copy of Afterburners, 1 copy of Jamming Waves, 1 Eagle Booster, 1 Hornet Drones, 2 Shark Cannon, triple copies of Widow Anchor, 1 Multi-Roll, 1 Hercules Base, triple Engage, 1 Terraforming, triple copies of Toon Table of Contents, and 1 Upstart Goblin. Looks pretty okay to me. Then we have triple Infinite Permanents and triple copies of There Can Only Be One, wrapping up the main deck. 40 nice and clean. I like it. And in the next deck, we have 1 Topological Bomber Dragon, triple copies of Shizuku, 1 Kaina, 1 Kagari, triple copies of Hayate, 1 Ningrisu, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Hida, 1 Boral Sword, 1 copy of the Barricade Board Blocker. This is really becoming much more of a norm at this point. Link summon, discard a card during the end phase, add a continuous or field spell from your graveyard back to your hand. Love it. And then, once per turn, face up spell cards you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Did somebody say, protect my investments? We have 1 Mega Fleet, side deck here of triple Lancia, 2 DD Crow, 2 Ghost Spell, 2 Ghost Ogre, triple Shared Ride, and triple copies of Typhoon, wrapping up this Sky Striker list. Like I said, I really am liking the things I'm seeing in a lot of these decks. A lot of the building, I would say, on trying to counter the current format is going great. And then last but not least here, we have the winning Lunalight Orcust deck list from Ramiro Garcia. This deck looks beautiful on paper. I will say though, the 1 copy of the Emerald Bird caught me off guard because I really haven't seen a lot of builds trying to play this at all, but he did it. So this is your winning YCS deck list. We have 1 copy of Armageddon Knight, 1 Zephyros the Elite, 1 Danger Bigfoot, 2 copies of Mothman, 2 copies of Nessie, 2 Jackalope, and 2 copies of Tsuchinoko. And then we have the 1 Lunalight Emerald Bird, triple Kaleido Chick, triple Lunalight Tiger, 2 copies of Yellow Martin, 1 copy of Symbol Skeleton, 1 Power Horror, 2 copies of Orcust and Nightmare, 1 World Wand. Spells we have triple Tenki, a butt of course, 1 Foolish Barrel, triple Foolish Barrel Goods, triple copies of Lunalight Perfume, and 1 copy of the Babel. Traps, we have 1 copy of Imperial Order. I love dumping this off of Curious Boy and bringing it back with Griffin. We have triple Infinite Permanents, 1 Serenade Dance, and 1 copy of the Orcust Crescendo, wrapping up the main deck here. Then we have 1 Longrisu, 1 Phoenix, 1 Mermaid, 1 Gryffindor, 1 Galtea, 1 copy of the Daruma Doll. Then we have 1 Curious, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 copy of Force Strix, 1 Ireland, 1 Azathoth, 1 Evil Storm Nightmare, 1 Dingrisu, and 1 copy of Abyss Dweller. Side deck we have triple Lancia, 2 Phantasmi, triple copies of No Material, triple Twin Twister, 1 EEV, and triple copies of Red Reboot, wrapping up this chunk of deck list for everybody. I will say it's very interesting. Known materials everywhere. Remember when it was so bad? Why would I ever want to play these? Well, literally, this is the card that is saving people out of the mirror matches. You lock them on their Azathoth, you lock them on their Nyarla, and your opponent's just like, but what do I do? Like, I can't get that thing out of the zone. So it's kind of interesting, actually. So guys, what do you think about these deck lists. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and well, catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.